Hello everyone, my name is iGoRawr, and welcome to my Liberator Guide to Everything, where I will be going over everything you need to know about the Liberator, whether it be from loadout advice, tips for pilots, gunners, tail gunners, how to get better at flying, and just the fine details that no one ever really takes the time to explain to you. And I want you to pay close attention to those fine details, because I can assure you, after countless hours spent flying and gunning for Liberators, the small differences are what separate the good pilots from the great pilots. Now, with all that information in mind, this video is going to be focused on the pilot's loadout and the nose gun. Now, before you even get into your Liberator, there are 4 major things you need to have. First of all is you need to be an engineer. Whether you're a pilot, gunner, or even a tail gunner, you should always be an engineer. Seriously, playing a light assault is the equivalent of slapping your pilot. Don't do it. Second thing you're going to want to have is a well-rounded gun. When you land a repair or manage to survive a crash, you're going to want a gun that prepares you reasonably well for just about any situation, just in case you run into some trouble. You never know when you're going to find a heavy in the bush or a sniper in the hills trying to pop your head off. Third thing you need to have is flak armor. When you land and try to repair and end up getting ambushed by another bird or a tank, whatever it may be, 90% of the time they're going to try to kill you with explosives. Having flak armor is going to give you a significantly longer amount of time to get back into your Liberator and try to escape. And trust me, this is probably going to be the most important fine detail I'm going to tell you, because this has saved me countless times. The last thing you're going to want to have is an implant. For the pilot, I would recommend using the enhanced targeting implant, which will give you the ability to see your enemy's HP bar and let you pick off the weaker targets when you see them. However, if you prefer to fly high and not use your tank buster and mainly let your gunner do all the work, the awareness implant is a good alternative. Now, when it comes to the nose gun, there really is only one choice, the tank buster. Yes, the Vector and the Spur have a much higher velocity, longer range, more accuracy, but they fall a bit short when it comes to DPS. The Liberator is best suited for a hit-and-run style of attack, meaning that the low DPS of the other 2 guns are a poor fit. On any other vehicle in the game, the Vector and the Spur would be outstanding weapons on their own, but the fact of the matter is, they just do not work well as the nose gun for a Lib. So now that we've picked our gun, what setup do I recommend for it? Well, for the sights, I would recommend thermals. The low range and the high drop-off of the tank buster makes just about any level of zoom useless, and personally, I find it harder to aim with any level of zoom than the thermals. Thermals aren't as much to help you aim as they are a tool for spotting targets for your gunners, but they do assist you a little bit in aiming when you're trying to pop off tanks. In the utility slot, you're going to want to have extended mags over the reload speed. The default clip size for the tank buster is 30 shots, which is pretty low, and at a firing rate of 1,200 rounds per minute, no, not 600, it fires in bursts of 2. All that ammo is going to go quick. The extended mags at the max level will add 14 shots to your clip, which is just shy of 50% more ammo, as where the reload speed will only reduce your reload speed by half a second. On top of that, the second to final level of extended mags has enough power to destroy just about all main battle tanks as long as you manage to land most of the shots in their back. Anyways guys, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and you can find a link to the next episode in the annotations on the screen now or in the description below. I'm iGoRawr, and I'll see you guys next time.
Is there some kind of unwritten rule about
Liberator's coming in.
Is it not like encouraged or something?
Unwritten rule about what?
Ramming.
People frown on it because it's a actual way to kill somebody in a war.
What?
Ramming somebody. Dude, the Japanese were doing that shit.
Yeah, only we're not quite loaded with explosives the same way. I mean, I'm loaded, but not with explosives.
It's really sad to think that there's probably somebody in Iraq right now, like in a trench or somewhere in the barracks, and he's probably being like, man, it was awesome, I was about to get this 360 no-scope, and then this fucking Apache OP as shit came in and stole all the kills like a fat
You better be recording that, Roar.
Oh, it was good. Yeah, I recorded that.
Good.